Okay, I really need your help on answering this. What do you do when the person who broke your heart refuses to leave you alone? That's exactly what's happening between Melody and Martell. So, we got to talk about why some people just can't let go. Now, I like to do my investigations. I had to Google why won't the person just leave you alone after a breakup? And Google said difficulty accepting that the relationship is over, unresolved feelings, a need for control, insecurity, poor coping mechanism, or even a desire to maintain some level of connection. And when I was reading this list, a few of these definitely stick out to me. Definitely number one, a need for control. So, in the latest debacle between Melody and Martell, it says that Martell was sitting up here monitoring Melody's moves, asking the questions of why she met with the DA in the DA's office. That's none of your concern. Why are you worried about it? The only reason why you guys are supposed to be talking now is just for the communication and the betterment of your children. Everything outside of that is none of your business. And I can understand why Melody, felt this sort of way about that. Because it's just like, is he watching me? Is he having somebody else watch my moves? What is going on? Let it go. Let it go. Like else, let it go. Please stop. And that's the part. It's just more so like, oh, I don't want this woman to do anything outside of like what I feel is appropriate. It's just giving too much at this point in time. And I just can't get over the fact that Martell was the one that messed up his relationship. I'm not saying that Melody was probably the best person or whatever, but none of us are. That's the point of being in a relationship. That's the point of saying vows to each other for better or for worse. Some days I'm at my best, some days I'm not, but we're human beings. Sometimes you're your best at work, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're a really good parent, and sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're really good hitting your gym goals, eating healthy, and sometimes you're not. It's just more so about being human, having feelings, having emotions, and sometimes we just do not hit the mark. So the fact that Martell is sitting up here doing all this, just harassing her, harassing communications, it's like, why? It didn't have to be this way. Even when he got caught cheating, he was so smug, so matter of fact. So so yeah, I did it. And what? What you gonna do about it? He was very that part. And it's just like, okay, so now that we gave you what you seem to have wanted, you now have your freedom to respectfully cheat. You now have your freedom to go off and be and ride in the sunset with your son, with your side chick. But you still looking back at Melody. Why? What's really going on? And that's why another part that Google mentioned is a desire to maintain some level of connection. I feel as though, of course, he misses Melody. And the fact that like they're not talking, he don't got that old thing back. He doesn't have that security blanket that he once had. It's just more so to me why he keeps popping up in her life, why he keeps going outside of the parameters. If Melody was so bad as a wife, why you should be happy? You should be running the opposite direction of her. Like, oh, I'm free. I don't have to deal with this woman no more. That's how you know that Melody was a very good wife to him. Because if she was so piss poor, why is you still looking back? You can literally be with your side chick today. You can literally go off and be with her, and no one will bat an eye. You can just y'all can be frolicking in the field, holding hand in hands, but you don't want to do that. Even the fact that I won't even put it all on the side chick. He don't even have to date. Who? He don't even have to date Coastal. You can date all the 50, 100 million, billion women out there, but yeah, you still stuck on her. So it's almost like I think is also afraid that if he's not with Melody, he to me, I think he wants to like hold up that spot. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he wants to like keep being on her radar, keep being on her mind, so she really can't like breathe or relax. And she gotta kind of always look over her shoulder, knowing, thinking if Martell gonna pop up. I just feel like he's just being an annoyance on purpose, if that makes sense. Cause it's just to me not making any sense to me why he just will not leave her alone, why he refuses to just keep it pushing. Dang, you did this. You obviously did not want to be married when you started messing with somebody else outside of the marriage. Now I give you what you want and you're still bothering me? Why? Like, what's going on? So that's how come I wanted to talk to you guys. Have you guys ever experienced something similar where like the person, even a friendship, where that person they ruined it, they blew up the spot, but they still trying to come back, act like everything's all good. They still trying to like reminisce on the good times. Excuse me, did you not see what you just did? Did you not see the bridge you just like burnt to the ground? Like I just don't get it. Um, and another thing, I do feel as though this reason for why Martell isn't letting go is also a good one, and it's difficulty accepting that the relationship is over. Because they have been married for as long as they were, I'm pretty sure like Martell doesn't know how to be single. Um, he it's like he wants to have the marriage, he wants to have the ideal of marriage, but not the discipline to maintain one. You know, he wants to have the accolades of saying I've been married for this long, this amount of time, but he don't want to put in the work that it takes to maintain that. And that's also like Melody said, keeping your you know what in the household. That's a part of it. Keeping your private parts in the household and not being so smug about it. You know, not being so I don't he was very brazen in the way that he went about cheating. And I don't like that. The fact that he cheated during the pandemic. So it's almost like we already got to be locked in to begin with. You already got to be at home. So the fact that he didn't want to spend that time with his family that he had with his wife that he created with his wife is also a slap in the face. Cause like, what else should you be doing right now? Why are you going outside? You also like increasing people's chances of catching. You know what at that time. So it's just he just doing entirely too much. But also when you think about it, when he first got with Melody, they didn't have any children. So that's another thing. It's not like he's going back into the dating field as just single Martell with no responsibilities. So I think that's another thing. He probably, that's the thing. When he was married and was cheating, the kids was at home with Melody. He didn't have to worry about that. But now that he's divorced, he's a single dad, and the time that he may want to go cheat, he can't because his kids is around. See, he ain't thinking that. See, people don't be thinking their bad decisions all the way through. And I feel like that's the case with Martell in this situation. So I want to know how y'all feel about this topic in particular. Why can't your ex move on after the breakup, after it's over? And this basically came about because this article I seen on urbanbailmag.com, whereas Martell Holt violates no contact order ahead of domestic violence conviction appeal. It's like, bruh, do you even care? Do you not know you are divorced? Let Melody go. Let what y'all had go. Honestly, you already did when you stuck your you know what in another woman. Come on now. Did you not think that this was going to be the repercussions? And that's why I will always say to me, because that's what it feels like, he really tricked himself out of his blessing. People would love to have the life that him and Melody had together. Family, house, kids, a dog, white picket fence. That's what people are striving for. And that's what he had. So I know he's feeling a certain type of way about that. Everybody not nail. Everybody not gonna sit up there and take you back. But again, I don't think that Chris had an outside child. So it's levels. I understand that too. But even still, even if there was no outside child, some people just not going to be okay with that. They said the heart is the most dangerous weapon to mess with. So just don't be playing with people. But also at the same time, Martell, please leave Melody alone. Stop bothering her. Oh my gosh. Please go off and be with your 20 and call it a day. Other than that, Please let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Has an ex ever had a hard time getting over you? And I'm pretty sure, yeah, because you know the people that subscribe to my channel, that listen to my videos, y'all is just like that. So I'm pretty sure y'all got the sauce and that be happening. So, but what did y'all do when like your ex did not let you go? And what reason do you feel like he couldn't just let you go? He or she, if you know, if it's a guy watching this video, what reasons do you think they could not let it go? Even though they may have done something, even though they were the ones that was in the wrong. Let me know what y'all think about that. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.